Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a pick a card reading where we are going to find out a message from your spirit guides that will transform your reality and quantum leap you to your highest self. So if you've been manifesting a dream reality and you're feeling stuck, you want a message from your spirit guides, then you need to pick one of these four piles to get your specific message. So now in order to get your reading, you need to use your intuition to pick one of these piles. Now intuition, every one of us has it, right? It knows what is right for you, what answers are meant to be known to you at this point in time. So you need to take a deep breath and tap into your intuition. Think about your situation, your dream goals, and then see which pile do you feel the most attracted towards. You can feel attracted to one of the numbers. So this is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. You can also feel attracted to the crystals that I have placed here. So the crystal for pile number 1 is the clear quartz crystal. The crystal for pile 2 is rhodochrosite. The crystal for pile 3 is green aventurine. And the crystal for pile 4 is opalite. Okay, take a deep breath and see which of the four piles you feel attracted towards. You may feel a magnetic pull towards any of these piles, or you may just have like an inkling that this pile has a special message for you. You may feel attracted to more than one pile, and that's completely normal. That just means that there is a message for you in both of those groups. So you can go ahead and listen the reading for both of those groups. So once you have made your pile selection, then you just have to click on the timestamps that I have provided for each of these piles in the pinned comments and the description box. Okay, if you want more time to make your pile selection, then you can pause the reading and I will see you in your reading. Hi, everyone. So the card that you selected is the card of air, open-mindedness, objectivity, and learning. So I feel as if this time period you are required to keep an open-mindedness toward what is it that you are wanting to attract. So maybe you have a certain set of view of how your dream reality should look like, and maybe you're very fixed when it comes to how the picture should look like. And I think right now spirit guides are nudging you to be a little bit more open minded and a little bit more objective when you are trying to manifest your desires. Okay, the next card we have is the card of Chiron, and we have the card of House 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. And Chiron is the card of hurt and heal. Chiron is also known as the wounded healer, right? So I feel as if this is the time that your spirit guides are saying that maybe the things that you are selecting right now from for your dream reality, they are coming from a place of hurt. Like sometimes what happens, we are made to feel small for not having something, and then just to prove those people wrong, we want to have it. Okay, and your spirit guides are asking you to have an open mind and realize that the things that you want, are they the things that you really want? Is it something that's actually going to bring you fulfillment, or is it coming only from a place of hurt? Okay, and I think what is going to be really important in this journey for you to be able to transform your reality and quantum leap is going to be a clear mind. a mind where you're able to let go of this notion that others have put in you of how things should look like, and start tapping into what you want it to look like. So a good place to start here is, if you think that anything you want can come true, what is it that you will want to come true, right? And in that scenario, you're able to open your mind and see what is it that is possible for me. Maybe you're actually wanting much lesser than what you're capable of, than what your destiny is actually willing to give to you, right? And so at this point in time, it's going to be very good for you to even engage in some amount of shadow work. Start looking at your belief systems, because uh, spirit is really asking you to start coming at what you want from a place of a higher self than coming at it from a place of ego. It should not just be that, okay, I will show it to them, or yeah, this will feel good because then I can show it to people. But really, the spirit guides are saying that start looking at it like what feels good to you. Okay, what will make you feel as if you have a purpose? What will make you feel more connected to yourself? What will make you feel alive every day when you get up? It's a very good time for you to ponder over those questions. And I feel as if when you start doing those things, that is what is going to heal you, because currently you feel as if you're just going to be able to manifest this dream reality, that would heal the hurt, right? But I feel as if once you start making this life, that actually has a meaning for you, that is just so personal to you, that is when you'll actually heal yourself. That's when you'll feel so connected and healed. Okay, let's see what tarot cards have for you. Okay, we have the card of Hermit. We have the card of Judgment. Page of Cups in reverse. The Lovers. Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, it's practically all major arcana. So whenever major arcanas um are present in a reading, especially when they are like the majority of the cards, it means as if you're going through a major transformative time in your life, right? So I feel as if the Hermit and the Judgment, it's almost as if you're supposed to go inside right now. The answers are within you. The thing that is going to bring you the greatest success, the your biggest fulfillment, that is actually the answer to it is within you. So instead of just falling for this notion, that we see on social media or we see other people having, and we believe we also want those things, instead of falling for that, you need to start looking at what is it that your soul has been trying to manifest. Maybe you have a destiny, a journey, which is very different from others. Oftentimes it happens that sometimes we are on a journey that looks very different from other people. And so we start to question the journey. We start to feel as if maybe this is not meant for me, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. But I think the spirit guides are also asking you to appreciate your own journey, have your own sense of judgment. Does that make sense to you, or not? Like, that has to be the discernment has to be there in you. Okay, sometimes when you're going on a journey and then you start moving forward on it, you'll meet all sorts of people and they'll have all sorts of things to say about it, right? Not everyone is going to have the nicest things to say about it, but important thing is to realize that it only has to make sense to you. As long as it makes sense to you, as long as it fulfills you, it just aligns with your soul, then that's the right path for you. Okay, And that's what I feel as if with the Page of Cups, the Lovers, and the Wheel of your Fortune, I feel as if you're coming in into this knowing now that you know what just has to make sense to me. Like I am looking for this validation from other people that maybe they are going to come and validate the journey for me. But actually, if you see around, the biggest and the greatest journey, anyone who has been truly successful, they didn't make sense to anyone in the initial stages. Everyone questions them because it's so different, right? And it's just later on when they start to see you being successful is that's when most of the people give you validation, because nothing succeeds like success. But I think what your spirit guides are now telling you to do is, if you're feeling as if you're stuck or you're behind other people, instead of letting that determine the course of action, you need to look within, see what is the impact you want to have on the world, okay? What is the impact you want to have in your own life, right? What is it that you're trying to create? What is the most fulfilling life that what will that look like? And just keep working on it. Whether it makes sense to anyone, whether it doesn't make sense to anyone, just keep going at it. And that is where I feel as if you're going to get a big fortune. And this abundance can be monetary, or it could just be in terms of fulfillment. It could just be that you have built yourself a life that you want to wake up to, that you just can't uh, resist waking up to every day. And that is actually true abundance, right? So yeah, this is very beautiful. Let's see what other cards we have for you. Stay present. That's where life happens. Clear your mental and physical clutter. You will feel so much better. Make time to play. Have fun. Be free. So, exactly what I feel as if forget about what it looks like on paper. I think that's what you have been very concerned about. And that's what is, I think, as if acting as an obstacle in you achieving your dreams. Because the thing is that when we are just in a space of lack, then we attract more lack. Okay, if you're just always thinking we don't have this, then we attract more things that make us feel lack. So I think what your spirit guides are trying to tell you is to enjoy the process, enjoy the life that you're building. And actually, you know what, that is the clear guidance. Do you like the life you're building, like every day, not when you'll achieve something big, and yeah, that might, the validation that comes with it, that might feel good. But it's not about that. It's about whether you like it every day. The things that you do every day, even if no one is validating you, even if you're not getting an award for being that, even if it doesn't look great on paper, do you still like those things? That's the real abundance, okay? That's the real success. So you need to be more present in your life, start feeling into the things that give you joy, even if it doesn't make sense to anyone. Another thing is, it could be talking about clearing up your physical clutter as well, because clearing up your space, it always has an impact on our mind. But I feel as if journaling is going to be very good for you for clearing up your mental clutter, because you're thinking a lot of things, and I feel as if in that noise of what others have always told you, you have lost your own voice. And in order to be able to tap into your own voice again, what is it that you want? I think a very good thing would be to start journaling now. Um, just start asking yourself, what is it that I want? What is it that my dream life looks like? Everything, like every word. What does it mean to you? Love, what does that mean to you? Marriage, what is that your own definition of it is? Success, what is your own definition of it? And I think that is what will help you find your own voice. And this is not about being like an act of rebellion against society. This is just about finding your own self. And I think that is going to be so beautiful for you when you're able to tap into it and start taking actions that are in alignment with that theme for your life. Make time to play, have fun, be free. So I think the same thing that we're doing, but one more thing I feel as if the things that you choose to do, instead of trying to be productive all the time, like, oh, these are the set of things that I need to fulfill in one day. I think you need to also make time for play, like things that fulfill you, like when we're doing them, the time just passes, and maybe you'll end up doing only four things in that day, but at least those four things were fulfilling to you. And when we are able to have each day that is fulfilling, that's where you create a fulfilling life. When you take care of the joy and the moment, that's where you take care of the joy in the life, right? Okay, let's see. We also have the card of lion, time to act. Sun, happiness and well-being. Yoke, feeling tied down or frustrated. Let's take one more card. Wind chimes, peace and harmony. So yeah, I feel as if another thing is maybe because of all this mental clutter, you have been in a fix as to what is it that you need to do. So instead of thinking so much, I think your spirit guides is saying that you need to start taking more action. Sometimes we try to perfect the thing before we feel as if we are ready to act on it. We think as if we want to get all the knowledge on that matter, and only then we'll be able to actually take a step. But actually, the biggest learning comes when you start doing the thing, right? So just start doing the things that actually bring you happiness and peace. That's where you will start to feel as if the frustration, the clutter, the anxiety, the stress, that just starts to go away, right? And the sun also shows like your soul purpose. In astrology, the sun is what is the sole purpose of us coming here, like the light of the soul. That is what sun represents in astrology. So I feel as if there is something like you have this knowledge, there is something that is calling to you, and you need to start acting on it instead of waiting to get all the answers, and instead of coming up with a plan so that it actually makes sense to others, or so that it looks good on paper. Just start doing this, and I feel as if there is a destiny that is waiting to be unfold, and you will come to know the next steps as you continue to take action, right? Sometimes you don't know everything when you start the journey, right? Like they say, a journey of 1,000 steps begin with the first step, or a journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step, right? I think that is exactly what your spirit guides are nudging you towards. Okay, I want to pull two more cards. It's the card of possibilities, free spirited, adventure, and risk. And we also have the card of distance. I feel as if these two cards are saying that if you are able to be free spirited and take some risk, I feel as if you are going to go the distance, like you're going to uh, go really ahead, instead of if you just go with a chalked out plan and things that make sense on paper. I feel as if I really get a feeling from this pile as if you have a way bigger destiny than what you have decided for yourself. Okay, and I think that is what is creating obstacles in your path, because you're not even able to comprehend the kind of things that are supposed to manifest for you. And so the biggest thing that you need to do now is open up your mind, know that there's no dearth of possibilities for you. Okay, and keep a free spirited and adventurous risk taking spirit, and just keep going. Okay, just keep going, give it some time, keep going, and you will start to see a beautiful dream reality unfolding for you. And I really feel it's going to be way bigger and way more abundant than what it is that you can imagine right now. Okay, Pailwan. So I hope you find this helpful and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. So, the card that you selected is the card of Pluto, Transform. And we also have, okay, that's a lot of cards. Okay, we also have the card of Fixed and Yang, South Node, and House 11. Interesting. So, I feel as if, see, if you look at the card of Pluto, Pluto represents a complete transformation. So, whenever we are going through a major Pluto transit, this is the time to let go of your identity. It's almost like a death and rebirth phase for you right now. So, this is the time for you to summon bravery so that you can let go of what doesn't serve you anymore. Okay, and these are the cards, if you look at the card of Fixed, stability, persistent loyalty, and dependability, and Yang, proactivity, expression, doing, and forward motion. So I feel as if there is something related to how you have shown up in the world till now. And I think that has given you quite a good background. It has given you a network. You have some reputation because this House 11 and South Node, really makes me feel as if you already have like a big group or a big network that you're part of, but now is the time that if you want to move forward in your life, there needs to be some transformation in that aspect in your life, right? Because if you need look at the card of South Node, it's destined to release. South Node represents everything that we have to detach ourselves from, that the things that we need to release in order to move towards our north node, towards our purpose, towards our destiny, right? And I feel as if maybe the kind of friends that you have been engaging with till now, they do not really vibe with this vision that you have for your life, right? And sometimes in order to quantum leap, we also have to shift the people that we surround ourselves, right? Because we are, even if we don't like, even if we think, oh no, I am totally capable of taking my decisions on my own, we always get influenced by the people that we hang out with. And there comes a need to confirm to that group. So sometimes maybe you want to dress up a certain way, or maybe you want to express some things. Maybe the kind of things that you want to talk about, your general normal friend group or network doesn't really have any interest in it. And so you have been suppressing that side of you. And I feel now this is the card of Pluto, which is like take your power back. This is the time for you to let go of uh, any existence in which you were not showing up as the whole magnificence of who you are, and if there is someone who is not really ready to accommodate this new personality, this new thing that you're growing into, then spirit is nudging you now to really evaluate, maybe letting those groups fall away, or maybe you start keeping your distance, because I feel as if till the time you will stay with these groups, your life will also stay fixed. You'll not really be able to make much of a change in your current scenario if you don't change the people that you're hanging out with. And maybe these people that you're hanging out with, maybe that is because you really depend on them and you feel as if they're loyal with you and they have seen you through ups and downs. But maybe the realization that you need now is that that was for a purpose and that was for a time period, but now is the time to move forward and release these people who are not in alignment with your future life. Okay, and that is the thing that will, the moment you will start to cut away from such friendships, from such relationships, that's when your life will quantum leap to the desired reality that you've been trying to manifest. Okay, so let's see what more information we can get. We have the card of Three of Cups in reverse, King of Pentacles, King of Swords. Okay, we have Lovers, Lovers in reverse, Two of Swords, and the Chariot. So I feel as if the same message is being reverberated over here, because if you see Three of Cups is the card where you get together with your community and you celebrate with them. But this is in reverse. I feel as if you really want to come into your own power, right, you will have to now start evaluating the people that you're identifying with, the people that you're hanging out with, and you need to start having your own understanding of what is your worth in life, what are the kind of decisions you want to take, what is the road that you want to lead your life on. And those kind of decisions, they require you now to be in a king energy. The king listens to his own decisions, like the king listens to everyone, but then makes finally his own decisions, right? And I feel as if maybe till now you have been depending on a group of friends or a group of network who had your back, and that was good for you up until now in your journey. But the journey ahead requires you to come into more of a king energy, where you start taking care of how you're spending money. Sometimes maybe uh, for instance, say you're starting up a new business, and right now you need to reinvest in that business. You don't want to go out every day, you don't want to spend on lavish dinners, lavish parties every day, right? But the friend group that you have, they don't really have that vision for their life, and so they urge you to party every day, or go out, eat out every day. And so, in that scenario, that is not a really good situation for you, and you will have to start taking that decision for yourself. Okay, and so, and that discernment, because King of Swords is very, very clear on what is the path that he wants to take, and he is not scared. Like King of Swords is not scared of whether someone will feel bad. They're very crisp in their communication, right? You will not expect any sort of people pleasing from King of Swords, when they are delivering the message that they want to deliver. And I feel as if the Lovers in reverse and Two of Swords, I feel as if this is the turning point. This is the thing that has been stopping you, and this is a decision I feel as if on some level know that you need to take, but you're just very scared of taking this decision. You're scared of leaving the people behind. You're scared of the change that is going to come, and it is understandable. But I feel as if you see the Chariot over here as well, the way things are going to start moving is going to be once you start keeping. And it's not about like, okay, these people are not in alignment and that's why we have to cut off. It's not so much that, it's more start taking your own decisions, because sometimes what happens, suppose it's your journey and it's making sense to you, you have a vision, and other people, maybe they don't want bad for you, but they just don't have that vision, and so they may be stopping you from taking actions which are actually completely in alignment with your own journey. So sometimes just keeping your ears closed to whatever the other people have to say, that becomes really, really crucial. So just start keeping some distance from other people. Start making your own decisions. Start deciding what do you want to do with your own money, how do you want to spend your money, what are the decisions you need to take. And if that is not in alignment with your network, if that even means that for a certain period of time you'll be alone, which I think is one of the major reasons that you're scared of, I think that's okay, because that will allow you to now find yourself, right? Who you truly are. And then I think universe wants you to have this faith that once you let go of what doesn't serve you, at the end of that journey, you will find people that serve you. It's not going to be a void forever. It's just a transition phase where you let go of what doesn't serve you, you transform yourself to be who you truly are, and then you start attracting people who are on that frequency. And that will be truly fulfilling, because then that life will actually mean that that network of friends, or that circle of friends will actually fulfill you. You'll feel connected. You'll not have to let go of certain parts of yourself just to fit in, right? Okay, we also have the card of live your life with both feet in, commit fully to being here. Someone is in need of your love, offer it to them. And okay, the two cards. Guilt is a normal feeling. Just breathe in and let it go. You have such a bright light inside. Stop dimming it. I really feel as if you are going through some sort of a guilt in letting go of these friends. Maybe this friend circle has really been with you for a very long time, or maybe they have been through, you've seen many life situations together, but it's normal to feel that, but that should not stop you from doing the right thing. And I feel as if spirit guides are telling you to realize that what you have to offer, that is way bigger. The impact that you're going to create, that's going to be on people, that is going to be way bigger than what your social circle is. you know so it's not even fair to you, right? Like, if currently, say you have a group of 20 people, and yeah, you're so feeling so guilty of letting them go, but maybe you are supposed to have an impact on, say, 20 million people, right? You're supposed to bring some light into your life, you're supposed to have a purpose, and you're not able to do that because you are not able to let go of these 20 people because of the guilt that it's causing you. So it's normal to feel that guilt. You don't have to run away from that feeling, but that should not stop you from doing what is right. Okay? And live your life like fully, like, you also don't have forever. Okay? You also have some limited amount of time, and you're here to do something. There are things that mean something to you, right? There is some purpose, there's some impact that you're supposed to create in the world, and it just go after it, right? There's going to be some uncomfortable feelings on the way. You might have to take some difficult decisions on the way, but that should not stop you from going on your purpose. And you know what I've seen, that when you go for your purpose, when you support your purpose supports you. Like, new people appear, new people who can support you, new ways, new opportunities, everything starts to appear, so you'll actually not be alone, as you might have been feeling. Okay. We also have the card longing. fantasy, and foundation. So I feel as if there is something, there is this life, that you have been longing to create for yourself, and you've been fantasizing about it. And I feel as if you have been taking steps towards it, but you've been keeping everything hidden. It's just almost as if this side of yours you don't want to come in front of people. And I feel as if just longing this is not going anywhere, because it's your sole purpose. It'll keep knocking on your soul as long as you don't accept it and don't start moving towards it. Because I feel as if you fantasize about this life, this dream reality. You want it more than anything, and I think you have to now choose. And that's what this Two of Swords is it going to be choosing the past, or is it going to be choosing the future? And I think spirit guides are really telling you to now let go of what was in the past, what you were defined by and who you were defined by in the past, and to choose your future, choose this dream reality that you've been trying to make. Okay, let's get few more cards. Here's the card of Lion, time to act. The card of Forest, muddled, unclear thinking. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. Mountain, major challenge to overcome. And wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So, I feel that is exactly what's happening with you, because you are not taking action towards a thing that you actually want to take. And I feel as if you think that this is a really major challenge to overcome, like what to do. You have overthought it into a really big problem, because it's clear you don't want to let go of what and who you were defined by in the past, right? But that is really muddling up your thinking, and because of which you're not even able to take action towards these things that you want to, and that is blocking these opportunities. So the reason, if you want to know the reason why your life is stuck and the way in which you can quantum leap, that is just this: you need to take action towards the things that you need to. And if there is someone who's not in alignment with it, you need to show them the door, right? Because there are opportunities that are waiting for you. There are people who are waiting to collaborate with you, who are waiting to come into your life. There are decisions that you need to be making, but right now you are just letting your time pass, instead of living your life purposefully. And I think that's what this card also talked about: live your life with both feet in. So right now I'm getting a feeling as if you're not valuing your own life. To you, satisfying this group of people is somehow mattering more than satisfying yourself. And that should not be the case, right? We need to value our own life over everyone else, because that's the main duty that we have. The first and the foremost duty we have is to ourselves, right? And right now, you're just, because of this indecisiveness, you're just letting time pass. You don't even, you feel as if you don't even know what needs to be done. But in reality, you actually do know what needs to be done, but that requires you to let go of the people you don't want to let go of, right? And I think now is the time that, since you've also clicked on this reading, now is the time for you to let go of all that and all those that don't serve your future path, and then quantum leap to your dream reality. Okay, so I hope this was helpful, pile 2, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi guys. So if you chose pile 3, then this is the message that is going to quantum leap you to your highest timeline. Okay. So we have the card of water, spirituality, emotion, intuition, and compassion. House 12, spirituality, transcendence, karma, sacrificial service, and healing. House 5, passion, play, children, confidence, and creativity. So I feel as if pile 3, the reason that is the thing that has been blocking you from shifting to your highest timeline, that has got something to do with your subconscious beliefs when it comes to your creativity and following your passion. So maybe in your life, you have these belief systems that are not really conducive to you following your passion. And it can be anything. It can be maybe you think that following your passion will not give you the kind of lifestyle that you truly desire, or you think it's going to take a lot of work and maybe you're not cut out for that kind of an effort, or maybe you think that you just cannot do it. There are some limiting beliefs that you have, because the 12th house talks about the subconscious, right? Whatever our subconscious believes, what is it that we um, hold true for ourselves at a very subconscious level. Those are the things that we experience through the 12th house, and that's why 12th house is also the house of dreams, because our subconscious becomes alive when we are sleeping, right? And water, again, it's a very spiritual and a intuitive element, and I feel as if right now the spirit is guiding you to start tapping into your intuition more, and let that guide your creativity. So instead of trying to be productive, and instead of trying to meet these goals, this checklist of to do's that you have to do in a day, I think now you want to be in a place where you're moving from inspiration. What is it that lights you up? And this will be a very good time for you to start looking into your emotional healing, because I feel that's where you will start to find your passion. So if you're even lost, that I don't even know what my purpose is, I don't even know what this highest timeline would look like. If that's the case for you, then I really feel that you need to start healing your emotional wounds and your inner child. Because I feel there has been some wounding, because of which you feel as if you're just not worthy of following your passion, of things that truly ignite you. I feel as if you have a sense of responsibility with which you exist in the world, but I feel that really you need to start working on your heart chakra. Start finding things that have been blocking your heart chakra, and whether that is with respect to people, or whether that is respect to beliefs that you have about your own self. But this healing, that is going to put you on a journey where you will start to feel this movement towards your divine timeline. And also, I feel as if there is something related to play, like uh, if you don't know how to start the journey for your emotional healing, I think a very good thing to start would be to engage in more play. Okay, and maybe you don't really make time for your play. I really get this sense from this pile as if it's a very responsibility oriented group, and you have this checklist that you prioritize over everything else. Maybe you're managing a lot of responsibilities, but I think the spirit guides are saying that you're worthy too. You are worthy of filling your own cup, and start to find more time for play in your life. Start to look after your emotional healing, and that's where you will start to feel as if things are really flowing for you, you know? Okay, so we have the Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, Hermits, Three of Cups, reverse. Okay, instead of cup, we have Page of Wands, Two of Cups, reverse, and Two of Wands. Okay, so I feel as if this energy when you start to engage in play, where you start to engage in more spontaneity, that is what is going to bring usher in a new age of a new timeline for you, you know. Because if you see the Queen of Wands, she is ready to have fun. Like, she is not here to play low, right? Like, she's here to have fun, go after the things that she truly desires, right? And I feel as if, even if you've been feeling as if you're bogged down by life, or you're feeling as if you don't have enough confidence, I think what a really good thing would be is going to be to tap into the Queen of Wands side of you, you know, that spontaneous, fun loving side, what lights you up, that sort of a side. And that's where you'll see that you have started this journey, you know, because Page of Cups has just started his journey, right? Page of Cups is quite new. And I feel as if this journey of following your heart is very new to you. This is not something that you are used to. You are used to going from a place of more logic and practicality, you know, but the spirit is saying move from a place of passion, move from a place of what lights you up, what feels good to you, you know. And that's where you'll also see this healing that we were talking about, but also this inner knowing. Because I feel if you're lost, the reason you're feeling lost, the reason you're not able to manifest that highest timeline as of now, is because this inner guidance, you're not able to tap into it. That's there, that's calling you. You might be feeling some sort of a void, especially in the heart chakra. And the reason for that, the way to overcome that, or the way to solve that, is by start tapping into this beautiful, spontaneous, fun loving, cheerful energy, you know. And it may seem wrong at first, you know, because if you are used to living your life just, you know, going by the book, and I feel as the Three of Cups in reverse also talks about as if maybe you were always used to taking opinion from everyone. What will people say? And you know what looks good for everyone. But now the spirit guides are saying that, you know, make your own opinion, find what feels good, and then just start following it, you know. And I feel as if this Two of Cups in reverse, it talks about how unfulfilled you have been till now because you were leading um, with a very analytical mind, you know. Because like Two of Wands, a pride is like analyzing everything from afar, you know, just analyzing, okay, what will happen if I do this, and what will happen if I don't do this, and this seems good, and this is a strategy. But sometimes we also have to engage, right? Because how would we know what truly feels good if we don't actually engage in that life? Okay, so it is good to analyze, but I think you've been overdoing it. And so now is the time where you let go of that analytical side of you and start tapping into that emotional, intuitive, cheerful, and you know, pleasurable side of you, right? That's where you will start to find a life that actually feels good, a life that will make you want to do more things, you know. Like, you'll have that enthusiasm instead of getting up every day and checking off that to-do list. Now you will want to do more things. You'll feel as if there is a new surge of energy through you, that you're able to accomplish so much more than when you had that to-do list made, right? Because you're moving from a place of inspiration, and that will happen when you start tapping into what feels good, when you start tapping into your emotions, and some play. Okay, and this will also start healing you, in such a deep way. Like if you have been feeling this emotional void or something is missing, then you need to start engaging in some play. You need to start engaging into things that feel good for your life. We also have the card of you have the power to create the life you love. Remember that, right? That is so in line with what we've been discussing. This life that you love, you have the power to create it, okay? I really feel you have some subconscious beliefs. Maybe you have a belief that you have to work really hard for money. You can't really enjoy your way while earning money. There is some sort of a belief you have because of which you have been taking life too seriously. And Spirit is saying that it's time to let go of the burden and know that the divine is taking care of you, and let that spirit in, let that divine in, let things flow, and you know that you'll be taken care of. Take responsibility for your choices. This is your life to live. Own it. And we also have, I feel as if so many cards are trying to come out. Okay, two more cards. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scare you. Yes, pile three. I think this is a really important time for you to start engaging in emotional healing. It's almost as if till now you have been living your life in a very logical way, like, feelings don't matter and practicality is what matters, which is good and which probably served you up until now in your life. But in order to manifest your highest timeline now, spirit guides are saying that it is time for you to heal your emotions, and you don't have to be scared of them, right? Like, till the time I have seen we run away from our emotions, they seem too big, they seem as if overwhelming, they seem as if it's gonna be too much for me to process. But actually, if we sit through them, we realize it wasn't that much, like I'm stronger than this. Yes, it sucks, but I'm stronger than this, right? And I feel as if you need to also realize that this is your life, okay? And you need to be responsible for the choices that you're making, because at the end of the day, it's a choice. What you chose, what you prioritized, what course of actions you chose, the onus lies with you, right? And you may be doing this today to make others happy, because this Knave of Cups in reverse really makes me feel as if you're doing things that you feel as if others around you will approve of it. You feel as if people around you will be happy. And you have to realize that this is your own life. It has to make sense only to you. And I feel as if this card is someone in need of your love, offer it to them. It could be talking to some loved one as well. But I really feel as if this is about giving that love to your own self. I feel as if you've been pouring into everyone except for your own self. And I think now Spirit is saying that all this love that you pour into others, you need to pour into yourself now. Only when your own cup is filled will you be able to take that journey, and know that you have the power to do it. You have the responsibility, but you also have the power to actually transform your life, okay? And so emotional healing is something that is going to be so powerful for you at this point in time. I would really encourage you to start engaging in some affirmations, some journaling, meditations, shadow work, right? This is a really good time to look at all of that. Shadow work, if you're not aware, so shadow work refers to all these things that are unconscious in our mind, all these belief systems, all these things that we believe to be true about ourselves or the world around us, which are governing our life, and we are not even conscious of it, right? And so now is the time where you bring to light all that has been bothering you. Know that you're stronger than everything. Know that you have the power to let go of what doesn't serve you and manifest a new reality for yourself. And it may feel daunting at first, but I feel as if since this is the message for you, I think Spirit is really helping you. Like you will start to find people, quotes, tarot card readings, like you'll start to see things that will help you on this journey of healing yourself. We have the card of clarity, truth, intentions, honesty. I feel as if clarity is really coming to you. Like you will start attracting things that will make sense to you, that will clarify. There were things about the past that you weren't sure why it happened, what really happened, what did I do to deserve this. If you have been having questions like that which have been blocking your heart chakra, I really feel you're going to start attracting some new connections. Now, it could be some new connections or what you watch on YouTube or what you study or some new books or some quotes, some songs. But I feel as if maybe some epiphanies, but I feel as if really you're going to start attracting clarity, and that is going to be healing. You somehow will be able to exactly. Somehow you'll be able to let go, right? With the kind of releasing, letting go, moving on. I think somehow you'll be able to let go because of this guidance. And if you feel as if, okay, I want the guidance now, I think start looking for some new things, like for instance, some new books to read or some new YouTube channels to watch, something new that you don't normally do. And I think this clarity is really trying to come into your life through some new beginnings, right? Maybe start visiting places that you don't normally visit. And you'll start to see that there is some clarity. As if you're just, like a weight has been lifted from you. Like you're ready to accept what happened and you're ready to let go and you're ready to move on and create this beautiful life that you deserve, that you truly deserve. Okay, let's see what if some more cards we have. We also have the card of dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Interesting. Maybe, you're also attracting some mentor or some friend. Because of these three cards, I feel as if this card says someone is in need of your love offered to them. This is beginnings, this is dark man. I feel maybe you're attracting a new connection in your life. It could be romantic or it could be platonic, but I feel as if this is going to be somehow really monumental in you finding this peace. In you finally making sense of whatever happened. And even if you don't make sense of it, I think you're ready to let go. I think this man is going to be very, very somehow monumental in that situation. Dogs getting together with friends, flag, do not be tempted to lower your standards. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth and happiness. So, I really feel as if there's something to do with the friendships as well, because we have the Three of Cups in reverse as well. And this also talks about do not be tempted to lower your standards. So, I think as if it is important for you to have friends, but it is also important for you to have some sort of a discernment where you're not letting your standards lower. Now, whether that comes to friends or whether that comes to romantic relationships or the mentors or any sort of connections that now you are letting in your life, you have to be very, very careful. You have to make sure that you are not lowering your standards and that they are in complete alignment with the life that you've been envisioning for yourself. Okay, now I think it's going to be very, very important for you that you start looking at the quality of people that you're attracting in your life. Do they want the best for you? Are they in alignment with the vision that you have? If not, I think you have to be very clear in letting them go. Okay, so because if you look at flag, what do flags do? Flags, they demarcate a boundary, they demarcate a particular territory, right? And that's how you have to be very clear about the territory that you have with your friends around you. Okay, that this is the close circle I have of the people who are important to me, of my friends, my family, and almost as if you have to be very, very ferocious in protecting those boundaries, right? Like, be very careful of who you let in, because until we don't have strong boundaries, if we have leaky boundaries, then we'll have leaky energy, and then we'll not be able to manifest this life that we so deeply desire and are worthy of. Okay, so I hope this reading was helpful for you, pile 3, and see you in my next video. Bye. Hi guys. So if you chose pile 4, then this is the message that will quantum leap you to your highest tank line. So we have the card of Aries, independence, bravery, and passion. We also have the card of House 11, friends, like-minded groups, humanitarian beliefs, conjunction, a union, merging and coming together. Mercury, think, learn, network, and communicate. So I feel as if pile 4, the network that you have already, you're gonna be somehow coming into a leadership position, because I feel as if you are manifesting this reality where the spirit guides are telling you to be more independent instead of trying to mix with the people around you, whether that's at your workplace, or whether those are other business owners, your fellow business owners, or your peers. Howsoever the case may be, I feel as if the spirit guides are saying that instead of trying to be a part of the group, you are being nudged to be in an independent and a leader position. And I really feel that as a there's going to be some you attracting some sort of an opportunity which will help you come into this role very, very quickly. And the thing that you need to do is you have to be okay with being a leader, because what happens sometimes, we so want to be part of the group that we don't want to stand out because we don't know what that will feel like. But I think that in this lifetime, and specifically in this highest timeline that you're looking to manifest, you are really required to have a leadership position, and you are now being guided to almost as if accept it. I have a feeling as if you're not accepting this leadership position. You somehow, maybe you don't feel you're worthy, maybe there is a feeling of being left out, maybe you're not sure how that's going to affect your relationship with others. But I feel as if, since that is your destiny, it's going to be merging together, it's going to be coming together very, very beautifully. You'll be able to slide into this role, and people are going to be accepting you in this position very quickly and very seamlessly. Also, I think you need to work on your communication skills. Maybe you have not really seen yourself as a public speaker. Maybe you have not really dealt with how a leader should speak, as how to motivate your team and how to lead your team, because that is very different from when you are just a team member. When you are in a leadership position, then you have to be able to direct them towards the aim of the whole enterprise, right? And that looks very different. So I think the thing that you need to do it is, a, accept this position, and B, start looking at your communication skills. How can you communicate as a leader more? How can you start to have that vision, and communicate it to people in a way that they are able to understand it and start following the path, because I feel that is the most important role that a leader has, having that vision and explaining it to the people in a way that it makes sense to them, that it resonates with them, right? And I feel as if you're really coming into that. And if you feel there have been some blockages in you manifesting your highest timeline, then this is what you need to change in order to manifest your dream reality. And I really feel as if you're truly meant for this position, but you have some sort of an inhibition. Like maybe you don't want to act more superior to others. But that is the true quality of a leader. When they know that they're actually not superior to others, they're here, they just have a different role. Their role is to lead and guide, and inspire. And I think your purpose, one of your major purpose, is to start coming in that role. So you need to accept it, and you need to start moving in alignment with that leadership position. Start looking at your communication, start looking at how you would like to build the vision. Okay. Wow, we have, let's look at the cards. We have the Hanged Man in reverse, the Hierophant, the Sun, Justice, Queen of Swords. So, I mean, truly, you are coming into a position that is no short of than a big leadership role. Okay, it's not even like a small team leader. I feel as if this is like a really big leadership role that you are finding. Maybe you are finally starting this business of yours. Maybe you are coming into like a public speaking sort of a thing. But I feel as if it's more, it could also be connected to being in a big managerial role in a company, since house 11 also shows big organizations. Okay, but I really think this is something that, and this is something that you've earned, because this hierophant really makes me feel as if this is not like an overnight success. This is something that you have worked towards. You have put in the years, you have put in the work, you have the maturity, the wisdom, the lessons that are needed in order to perform this particular position to the fullest. Okay, and since sun is like the middle card of your reading, this shows like this is your sole purpose, and it is going to bring you so much fame and reputation. And this is what you truly desire. But I don't feel it, you performing as if, wow, I finally achieved it. It is more as if you're coming into this kingly position, but in a way that you're actually helping guide others. It's something that others need more than you needed. It's almost that feeling that I'm getting. This hanged man in reverse, it really makes me feel as if things have been stuck for a while, but that is only because you are not accepting this destiny. And for you to really accept the destiny, I feel you need this Queen of Swords energy, and which is the ability to discern. Keep your emotions aside for a while. Okay, although it's really, really good to tap into your emotions, but sometimes, in order for clear thinking, we do have to step aside our emotions. So I feel as if this is the time to be objectively analyze the situation and see what is the right thing to do. And that will start leading you towards a scenario which will actually be just for everyone. Like, this justice card really makes you feel as if being fair and just to everyone is somehow really important to you. That is one of your destinies, and that is why people need you in power. That is why it is so important that people also have you. The Hierophant and the Sun, they really make me feel as if this is almost written. You will not be able to outrun this destiny. This is almost, I feel as if it's just so fated. You're supposed to do it. The only thing stopping yourself, the only thing stopping you is yourself, and that is what is keeping you in this stuck position. Because you have these emotions about how things will change. You don't know, you don't want to seem in a way that you're actually not. You don't want to seem arrogant. You don't want to seem as if, oh, you're so much better than others. You are scared. Maybe you'll be alone. But for a minute, Spirit is guiding you to keep these fears aside and start looking at things from an objective point of view. What is the scenario that is going to be the most justified, the best for everyone? And then you'll start to say that actually, you being in that leadership position, you may not need it, but others actually need it. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. No one said this whole life thing was a race. No one said this whole life thing was a race. It's okay to slow down. Let your feelings out, all of them, even the ones that scared you. Okay, and we have stopped giving away your power right now. So I really feel as if you need to stop giving the power to your feelings. I think as if you're letting the feelings overwhelm you. And like we were talking about here, that is what is creating this hang to man situation where you don't know how to move forward because you don't want to upset anyone, but you know that's the right thing to do. I think another thing that you can also try is just slow down. Take things bit by bit. So, like for instance, if you are really scared about starting like a really big leadership position, maybe start making small changes in the way you communicate, in the way that you deal with people, and maybe lead from a place of heart. If you are scared about how people are going to perceive you, first of all, of course, don't be scared of it. That is not something that should be guiding your emotions, decisions, specifically at this point in time. But I think more importantly, lead from your heart, okay? And in that scenario, you will be doing something that will be justified for everyone, and then you'll know that what, this is need to be done for the highest good of all. And so then there is no need for me to be scared, right? And yeah, this is going to be a very good thing for you to take things one day at a time. Start making small changes instead of changing everything at one go. Start making changes, you know, with small steps, and that is what is going to take you to the distance. As I say, like the journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step, right? And so you don't have to do all of this, but this is some big change. I really feel as if the cards that are coming, they're showing it is a big change. It's understandable why you're overwhelmed. Just take small steps, and then that will help you, you know, go the distance. We also have the card of clarity and peace, balance, harmony, friendships. Yeah, so that is the thing, when you take small steps, but with a clear vision, okay, that's a lot of cards, but I feel as if the clarity has to be with respect to whether it is justified for all or not. Okay, when you start doing things which are for the highest good of all, then you know that there is no need for me to be scared. There is no need for me um, to second guess things, to second guess my authority, right? Finality, divine feminine. Yeah, so you may have to cut some chords, or you may have to, I feel as if you may have to change how things have been done till now. But if you take it with a bit of softness, leading with your heart, bringing that soft, intuitive, compassionate side of you, then you'll be able to make these changes while ensuring that there is peace in your relationships. So a very important thing is not to sway back. Like, don't think that, oh, I should not make these changes at all, because you're so scared of hurting others. But at the same time, what Spirit is guiding you to do is to bring a more soft approach to how you make these changes. Let things flow, take them slow, and you will see that things start to go in a way that it is more peaceful for everyone. And those relationships, they will also realize that this is for the highest good of all. You being in this position is actually better for everyone, and these changes that you have been trying to make, they will be made seamlessly. Okay, let's see what more cards we have. Older man, dealings or relationships with an older man. Maybe this is the relationship that you are the most scared of, being affected adversely. Marriage, interesting. Rooster, an arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Yes, of course. Lobster, financial pinch. You know what I feel this is? I feel as if this marriage, it shows as if the things have been done, because because of this marriage card and this conjunction card, I feel as if things have been done in a particular way under the guidance of someone for a very long time. Like, things were stable. Like marriage, it forms a foundation of relationship. I feel as if things have been done in a particular way. There has been a set foundation for a very long time. Okay, but because you are going to make this change, now this person may also have to undertake a financial pinch, or maybe their arrogant, boastful side is coming out, and that is what you are scared of. And maybe rightfully so. I think the best thing is to realize that what you're doing, the importance of it, the significance. Instead of just being worried about this one or two people that you might affect, start looking at the impact that you are supposed to create. Start looking at the ways in which it's actually needed in the world. And then you will not worry about the pinch that this person is getting, because you have a much bigger destiny, and that is supposed to happen, and that is for the good of all. Okay, so I hope this was helpful for you, panel 4, and see you in my next video. Bye.